My team and I were kind of talking about because we figured something like this would come up in the talk today, and my team and I were kind of breaking it down like, what is a way to get across to people and give them advice as far as just being lower waste and being more green with your business, yet maintaining profit. And one of the guys at our team was like, I don't even know why that's a question because it's just makes perfect sense that the lower waste you have, the more profitable you are. It's really interesting and it's simply logical. So the goal of a business is to make profit, right? And also to as part of that is to preserve resources, including time and money. So naturally, you want to be as close to zero waste as possible because waste is exactly that. It's waste, right? So if we're throwing out 50% of what we end up making because it doesn't meet the right specs, or we're paying to landfill all this stuff because you have to pay as landfill for all this. That just doesn't make any sense. Why would you want more expenses? So what we do is we've tried to cut corners to the more waste free side of things. And we've tried to, okay, this has been an outlet that's been producing a lot of waste, or this has been an outfit that hasn't, been green, for example, right? It's caused issues. We've had to pay all this. Let's get rid of that because that's costing us money. So even straight from an economic perspective, it makes sense to be as green with your business as possible.
That's actually great because that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast. Like I want to show that being green is makes sense economically, not just like
Logically, yes.
exactly that. So by showing your example and you talking about this, like you're giving proof to the world that it makes sense.
Exactly, yeah. And our goal is to make this a viable model, like this idea of a sustainable business. We want that to be a viable model that can exist outside of government mandated recycling programs. So if we can exist, if we can keep pushing for customers to volunteer their batteries in a sense, right? Volunteer, oh, I can recycle in a cheap and effective way. If we can prove that that model exists, then that can exist for many other things. And as
Definitely.
soon as recycling is economic, then there's no need to force it. And it could actually be intrinsically motivated, with consumers.
Exactly. And